Okie dokie. Welcome everybody to what is it? It's Thursday. Oh yeah. Good times. Let's go. Sam, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. Yes, yes. Just trying to get stuff ready. Decided we're going to Dallas. Decided I'm going to Dallas next week for the summit. So just working away trying to get things done for that.
Oh, good for you. You'll only
Yeah.
be a couple hours away from me.
Oh, awesome.
That'll be
Um,
fun. Have you been to one before?
No, I haven't. So excited. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. A little bit nervous. But it'll be good. Just to go see everybody and hang out and see what's going on and be part of the cool kids crowd. I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So yeah, I think it'll be good. So spending this week trying to get all the things ready to swing out that way. It'll be great. Yeah. So yeah, are you just hanging out today? Or you got questions or
I do have one
what's going on?
question.
Okay. Yeah, shoot, whenever you're ready.
And I've asked this before, so I
Okay,
apologize that you'll
no
have to
problem.
repeat something to me. But when the automated emails and messages that are going out,
Yep.
I'm having a hard time finding them in the snippets and automations to
Okay.
change
So
it.
if one of the easier ways to do it is if you see a message going out, yeah, because you without like you see the message going out and you're like not we're sure where it came from or what message it was. What you can do is let's go to conversations here. Let's just pick one of these. One of the easiest ways I found to go and find out what the hell is going on is click on the three dots next to the conversation.
Okay.
This is going to bring up, doesn't matter which one, click on details, and then you'll see workflow right here. So click on workflow, and then it'll bring you in here. Now, we tried to label everything in snippets as much as possible, but there still might be a couple things you might find that are just like right in a workflow too, if the message isn't standing out in snippets. Um, so this is going to open up. And then you can come in here and click on the whatever message you want, and then it'll tell you which template it is.
That's awesome.
That's probably
That
the
sounds
easiest way to try
yeah.
and find it.
Yeah. That's awesome,
Um,
awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Yeah, so I would do that. Yeah, that's I it's also cool you can do that too if something's like weird is happening or you're getting like weird message or whatever, then yeah, I always go to here so you can know which workflow that message is coming from and then you can check it out and it helps a lot.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That's what I have found to be the easiest way to do that. Sunny says she is so sad that she's not going to the summit. I think it'd be great. It's been a long time since I've been to uh a conference like that. I think the last one I was at was like Vegas for like Todd Herman or something like that, 90-day year. All about like promotions and planning and scheduling and motivation and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Sunday, you have a question about the custom value updater. Shoot. Let me know what it
Yes,
is.
so I haven't been to a conference in a really long time, and I semi-planned to go to this one, but didn't follow through. So I will definitely be at next year's.
I wasn't planning on really going at all. I don't know. And then last week, Shannon and I were talking. She's like, I really think one of us needs to go. And I was like, yeah.
Oh,
She's like, well, she's like, I think you need to go. And then I was like, okay, I can like go. And then she's like, okay. And then she went and booked all my tickets and everything. Here's your
she's like,
tickets.
you
Here's
are
your
going.
hotel. Here's
You
everything
are
you
going.
need. And then now it's gonna be a crazy weekend because this weekend I've got plans with some friends, and then I got to take off Sunday morning and then do a 5 hour drive to Vancouver so I can catch a plane. Only because the weekend coming back, from the thing, my daughter has a hockey tournament in Vancouver, so I have to fly into Vancouver and then spend the weekend with her there, driving her around to hockey stuff. And so we're trying to like plan that plus vehicles, plus all the things that need to happen. And yeah, it's been good.
Being a
It'll
sports
be
parent
good.
is
Forcing us
rough,
to
right?
get
It's
things
hard to
done.
have a life when you're a sports parent.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was your question about the custom values?
Okay, so I am really trying to streamline my whole life. And
Okay.
so I am going to share my screen because I'm
Yes.
glad that I did get a client join last night and it
Okay.
didn't update. Like, can you see my screen?
Yep.
So the last time we talked about this was a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And to get all my existing accounts, you said to add the location ID and then run them through
Okay.
I
Yeah.
forget the webhook automation. I did that and it did not work. Like so we ended up manually having to add
Oh, okay.
everyone. And I think I started and to reach out and didn't follow through. But for example, I've added the automation, and the client that just joined last night is not here. And I'm finding that they're not consistently getting added. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, like why they aren't getting added. Like
Do you
all of
have the
these were manual
workflow that
ads.
fires?
Hmm?
Do you have the workflow that fires
Yes,
when somebody
please
gets
hold. I have
added?
it open. Just give me
So we
one
can
second.
take a
I think
look at
it's right here.
that.
So this is the workflow. So the webhook to get um, this is the video testimonial webhook, and this is the in the same thing is the execution of the webhook for the custom value, I thought.
Okay,
So now the
let's
question,
find that.
it may not be this one, it may be another one because I just built this one. Hold on, so the
Okay.
original this one. So maybe the
Set it
original one is
all.
broken. So let me get to that one really quick. It's this one. I just turned it off this morning. No, it's still on. Here it is right here. Okay, so this person is the new person that got added
Okay.
morning, right? So the step that adds it to the custom value is where?
So,
Location, custom value right here. So it's this step right here. So that's supposed
okay.
to fire it off, right?
So new location ID. Yep. You have location. Let's see the webhook. So scroll over to the right. Um, 759. Okay. So, I'm looking at
So let me,
when was it that they
it was 2 o'clock this morning, Eastern time, I think. So I don't know, maybe I'm lying. Because I made a note to make a note to talk to like to join
yeah, they
this,
went.
and
I
then I
don't
got this
know.
new record,
So I see one for
like 216.
looks like July 11th, 10th, or is that right? Uh 0709.
It'd be great if this was alphabetized.
Okay, yeah. Um
Yeah, I don't see
I
them.
don't see.
Yeah, this when I just looked at this, it fired off at 2:14 a.m.
Okay.
And then it should have, like, if we look at the details, it should have hit. Um, grant the offer, Google
There's
Sheets.
add to workflow right there. The Zara Madison add to workflow. What's that one? Oh no,
This one,
add to workflow. Yeah, no, we're looking for
this one.
webhook. Yeah, no, I was thinking webhook.
I'm trying to remember where in this flow, it's right after this group. I thought, okay, so the group is all the first things, and then it does the if then, and then it does the opportunity. So that's where it is. It's after the opportunity steps.
Oh, let's go descending. That would make more sense.
So I got
Okay.
the location, so I can
So,
grab the location.
um, weird. I think I see them here. There was one at, well, it says 619. Um,
Where are you?
oh, I'm in my back end.
No, no, no. What time zone are you in?
Oh, I'm PST, but our server is not. Our server is in, I think, Eastern.
Yeah, so it'd have been the
Oh,
same time then.
yeah.
So this would have, okay, so this flow, like I don't even see it here. That create the contact, the skip, add to workflow. Like I don't even see the step
Um,
firing because the if then statement, if then, so
okay, so I've got two add project locations for you. One was on the 9th, one was or September 28th, and one was October 17th.
I don't know why this
At
is not firing. I think I've solved the problem.
but I
I'll tell you.
see, yeah, I see two here that says add project location. Let me see what
Well, this is the reason why I'm retiring this. And I think what I should have done is I didn't add the custom value updater to, because this is the thing. I'm not using Go High Level or Stripes processing. I'm
that
using Numerix processing. So I realized that things were failing because I didn't build an automation to bring in the numeric process.
mm,
So I think that's what's happening is that custom value is in the old thing and products aren't going through them really going there anymore. They're going through this new workflow I built and I didn't add the custom. I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. So I'm going to just check that to see if my train of thought is accurate.
okay, and I'm gonna check this here too. Um,
Because what I want is the custom value
campaign
updater
SS.
to be right here.
Does
Um,
SSWS sign up campaign
mhm.
make
That
sense
is,
to you?
yes, it does. It does make sense to me. That's my new
Okay.
workshop. And that's
So
what she
okay, so I see something came in from that last night, yeah, or this morning. Um, for that for add a project location. And then for some reason it didn't fire. So I'm gonna take a look at why that is.
okay. Because I
So I
got,
think it looks like it came in, but it just didn't. And it said it came in from contact source. It says, well, this is just in the contact details that came over from that. So I will just take a look. I'll run that manually and then see what if I get an
what it
error
is.
or
And then
what.
I'll also, because I'm getting ready to, that one automation I just showed you, I'm getting ready to turn that off. And
Okay.
this is the one that I'm sharing now is the one that needs to do what it needs to do. And it looks like, I mean, I didn't go and check her account, but let's just check the, here, did the video get added? Because that other, so there's three hooks I'm using for
Hmm.
you. I'm using the video hook and the custom value up hook, value updater hook, and then the new location one too. Maybe the same thing, but I'm using all of them. I'm using as many as I can. So the video testimonial, she should be in this list if it fired off. And I don't see her in this list either. No, she shouldn't. No, but that Deborah Irwin did, but that was using, no, she shouldn't be because she's not a premier user. She's not a one that would have
Okay.
gotten this. Forget what I just said. Forget it. Just ignore me. All right. So you're gonna take it from here.
I will take a look and we'll both take a look and then see what happens.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna add the custom value webhook to this new automation.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Yeah, well then let's take yeah. I'll see why this isn't firing here and then I'll let you know about that.
Okay.
Because yeah, all the other add project locations, one said all they were all added, but the last two for some reason didn't, but I'm gonna take a look. Yeah, no, and then I'll give you an update.
I guess my question too is that it doesn't matter where my products are originating, right? They should, um, I should be able to use the webhooks, right? If
Yep.
as long as the account is getting created by whatever means necessary,
Right.
I
You just need to be
should
able
be
to
good, right?
pass over, I think, like the location that it's coming from, and
Mhm.
then the new location that was just created. The
Yeah,
location ID.
so I did get the new location ID in the field. I checked that. So that came through. It's just the other
Okay.
two um are not. Okay.
Awesome. Okay. Well, we'll get that figured out. I'll check on my end. I can see two here that for some reason they didn't fire, but I will. Everything else did, so that's super weird. Okay. And we'll get that figured out. Okay. Tho says, Tho Media, says, I need help with system. I'm confused. All right, man. If you want to jump on and let me know what you're confused about, I can help you out.
All right. Yo, what's up, Jason? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good. I'm setting up the reward system for my client.
Okay.
And yeah, I have a little bit of questions. I'm kind of confused on it. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Can you see it?
Yep.
All right. On this. This thing's in my way. There's so first off, is it okay if I have this in my client's account like this? Like it says my
You
name.
can you generally don't want to have that in your client's sub account if your client's going to be in there doing stuff. If your client's not going to be in there, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's not gonna be in here, but he is gonna be the one to like verify the coupon codes, you know? And I wouldn't want him to see that. That's very like I don't
Yeah,
know.
so you might want to take remove that tab and just put leave when you create your custom menu link, you can tell it just to be on your agency panel rather than being in all sub accounts.
Okay. Well, that later. That's not really my big concern. But my big concern is like I'm confused on how it works. Like I'm following your tutorial and I
Okay.
have to in one of the steps I have to link his funnels with like a certain domain. And in
Yep.
order for me to do that, I need to log into his DNS records. And I already have his DNS records, but in
Okay.
order to make a change, I need to verify that by getting on his second Google account, which I don't have access to in the moment. So
Okay.
right now I'm trying to figure out what would be the best move to be productive.
Oh yeah. So what I would typically do is I would go and create just a subdomain on a domain that you already own. So we lots of times we'll set up a domain that like just a short domain that we'll use for clients if they don't have like instead of messing around trying to get access to their domain. Really depends on what we're doing. But you can like I would go we have a domain called freshrep.co and I would like I often will just go and create like client name.freshrep.co and go and get them set up with that. Now just to get them rolling. Now if you got or to test the system, like you can always switch the domain afterwards, but if you want to just get like if you want to have something just to get it set up and running before like just to make sure it's rolling and then switch the domain afterwards to their actual domain once you get access to it. I would go and register, something or use use a subdomain of a domain you already have.
Okay. And then
That
just for
makes
now,
sense?
yeah, for now, can you check for me if like I did this right? So
Sure.
like smart rewards, right? Let's go there. And then custom values. So for this, like these are just points they earn, right? If they do a certain action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. What does this mean? Rewards SMS text.
That is going to be you know what? I don't think that is used for anything.
Okay. And then the tech pass, don't fill that
The
out
tech
either.
pass, you won't use it for restaurants either. It was more for uh rewards domain URL. That's where you're going to put in the domain name that you're using for your client. Show points, show redeem, show referrals, social sharing, show transactions. So I feel like okay, go scroll back, go up to the top Click return to custom value locations. Are you using the restaurant reward snapshot? Or just a
Yeah.
regular reward one?
Yeah, I'm using the restaurant reward snapshot. for
Okay,
sure.
so what I'm going to get you to do is click on shrimp, or click on remove for shrimp and ain't easy. Yeah, and then click on add a rewards location again. Yeah, select your shrimp and ain't easy, and then select the restaurant rewards and promotions one. Yeah, and then hit update. There we go. Now, if you go back to custom values, you should see more custom values. So this will ask, these ones ask you if you want to integrate promotions with rewards. It'll have still all the same stuff that you had there before. So if you're integrating, if you're going to give points for custom values and stuff like that, so you've got your domain in there. And then this is, we also have like the miscall text back link page, kind of link tree thing, where you can put in information for if they have skipped the dishes and all that kind of thing. Reactivation text to subscribe keywords. So you can put in keywords here if you wanted to somebody, hey, text this keyword to this number, and then you can subscribe to become a restaurant VIP.
And then how does it know what number it's gonna?
So it's just whatever default number that you create for that sub account.
Yeah, I already bought a number for him. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you'll if you're going to use SMS, then you'll want to buy a number for him and then do the ATP um thing.
Registration. Yeah, and then so all I have to do is just link his domain, and that's pretty much it, right? I don't have to do
Yeah, I
anything
think
else
so.
on it.
Like,
Because I did. Because
and
in
then
your
give it a
training, it
test
showed
anyway.
that you went on like the custom values like actually inside Go level, and you're like doing stuff with it. But for me,
You
I
shouldn't really need to. Like we have most of the custom values in here. I think maybe I just did that for like illustration purposes. Like because all our system does here is with custom values, it pulls in the relevant custom values for the snapshot. So you don't have to go in and go into the custom values editor and change things there. So that's what our system does. I mean, so if you don't want to edit it in our little editor thing, you can always just go into settings and then go to custom values and change things.
okay, so if I want to create like redeem like a 20% off coupon code, like
Yeah.
how would I make that? That would be in
So two options. You can click on manage rewards right there. So
where's that?
the rewards and promotions are kind of linked up together. Um, so you can go to the sub account. Do you have the custom menu link set up for click on get custom menu link and then copy that.
Right.
And then go into your settings. And then add that custom menu link to your I think it's at the bottom. Did they change where it goes? No, it should still be there.
I think it's on the agency view, no?
Oh yeah, are you? Oh yeah, you're not in the agency one. Yeah, go to the agency.
I already have that menu link, or
No,
no? Do
because
I?
there's two different ones. You did the agency. This is your agency account link that you have in there right now, and now you're doing the leaderboard.
Okay.
The leaderboard is
Okay.
different.
So
Yeah, and then just save. Oh, there you go. Oh, they made that different too.
role based visibility, just
Yeah, just do
user.
all.
Oh,
Yeah, just do all. Yeah, okay. Okay, so actually click on edit again. Scroll down, keep going down. Um, Click off of agency sidebar. There you go.
Is it?
Yeah. Just that way it doesn't show up on you don't need to, it won't work if it shows up on your agency sidebar. So go back to shrimp and ain't easy. And then over on the left, you'll see leader. Did you put it? And then no, you had shrimp and ain't easy in there. So go back to your agents, our back end. No. Go back to our, yeah, click on rewards. The location is there. Um, Click on manage rewards. Yeah, so that's the same thing. So it's there. Um, that's weird. Okay, go back to the other one. Like go back to your other page. Yeah,
What do you mean other page?
go
Like,
back to shrimp and ain't easy. Lots of times I like to have like two windows open in order to do this. Click on leader again.
yeah, I'll create another one. All right, go to what?
It's just because we were jumping around. Click on leader again. Could not find the location. Ask your account manager to the promotions manager. Oh, are we in promotions?
Yeah, yeah. I clicked on promotions when we added the custom menu link.
Oh, that was the okay, okay. I thought you were grabbing the rewards one. I thought grab the rewards one instead.
All right,
Sorry about that.
no worries, dude. Then get link, right?
Yeah, that link there. Grab that one and change that out for the other custom menu link. So there is a promotions leaderboard, so we're gonna have to go and just make sure that you add promotions in there as well. Custom menu links right there.
Edit that.
Yeah, and then just change that URL. I think Command A or something like that will get rid of it. There you go. Okay, that's better. Okay, now go back to our back end again. Or yeah, if you hit refresh, it'll work.
There we go.
There you go. So if you click on promotions, it's gonna tell you that same error to add promotions. Click on that. So just go to our back end again.
Right.
And then add that location to promotions.
Try to move it and put it in.
Yeah, that's weird that it's not showing, but try it, click remove and then add it again.
There we go.
Yeah, I have to remove
All
that
right.
yourdomain.com, but
So,
that's just me.
oh, how do I remove that? Oh, you
I'll remove it. Oh, that was
okay.
something we were testing. I was formatting URLs the other day to make sure that if you had a domain in your custom values, it would show up properly. So that's me right here.
So when can I test this out? I could test this out once I have the A2P
you
registration.
yeah, you should get a domain. Like for sure, like the first thing to do is to get a domain for it. And then you can test that out and then do a phone number as well.
All right, and then um, so have I
The
set
the
up the
thing
whole
with doing the
system?
phone number, you're gonna have to get like his EIN information and business information. Basically, say the EIN number, the contact name for that person or the business, and then their business address as well.
Yes, yeah, I know. I've done this 1,000 times. I actually I didn't.
Okay.
You guys have. Thank you though. You have the A2P 10 DLC compliance. This is like the template you use to get that
Yeah.
verification passed, huh? Right?
Just make sure in there, on the form for it, you link up the terms of service with the correct page. Because I think the URL that we have that links up the terms of serve or terms and conditions or privacy policy doesn't it's under forms, but it doesn't link to the terms and conditions page. Just because we had a different domain in there before. So you just want to go and customize that. That's a generic one that we use and it works fine.
Oh, so wait, so customize the terms and conditions when I
Yeah,
put
just
this.
like when you set this one up, like if you're gonna go do the A2P registration for it, then you want to put in the business name and stuff like that too.
Yeah, okay. And then have I fully set it up? Like, am I finished like setting it up? I just need to
For the most
just
part, I would it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if you don't have the domain to go and test, right?
yeah.
I would
I
say like
don't.
it looks like you're like 95% done, but you just need to the test is always to just run through it and just make sure like it's running.
Okay. And then
That's
as for
pretty
the
much it.
QR codes that you have for the funnels, let me see. I looked this
They are under
if
printables.
oh, okay. I'm blind right now. Where's the printables at?
Oh, you just clicked on it a minute ago.
Oh, oh,
Printables.
oh,
There
that
you
was right.
go.
Okay.
And then click on that. There you go.
Yeah, so this right here, it's like the QR code's already on it. Do I just like leave it like that? And when I
Yeah,
update
so
my
what you're see it's right now it's going to yourdomain.com because you haven't put in a custom value yet for the
yeah,
domain.
uh-huh.
So you need to go once you register a domain, update the custom value with what your domain actually is, and then this will all work.
Got it. And the QR code, I don't gotta change it. It
You don't
just
have to
it'll
change
get
anything. No, it'll auto update for you.
okay. And then how do I print? So if I want to put this like next to the food truck, can I do that?
Yeah, you can just print out this page if you want.
And how do I
Or
do that?
you can take that QR code and make your own page or whatever,
Oh
or
yeah.
like whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, like
All
I would
right.
just go file print or whatever.
So yeah, all I really got to do now is just connect that domain and then get the number verified.
Yeah.
And then how do I? So automatically it will drag that contacts number into the automations, right? And then let's say I want to do like a campaign where I want to tell people that hey, his food truck's going to be here, or like a weekly reminder of like where he's going to be throughout the week because he
Yeah.
travels a lot. So like, how do I do that? Do I does it automatic? I'm trying to.
Couple different options for doing that. You might want to do you might want to just send out a mass text to everybody, letting them where he's going to be, or you could possibly do something like on the funnel page, embed a map or something. I wonder if there's another way to do it.
Like, I don't really mind doing the work myself and like put in like pressing all like on all the
Yeah,
contacts and add them to
because
a
you can
workflow,
send
right?
out a message saying if he's is he in like for a week? Is he in one location or does he move around a lot or
Like he moves around a lot. Like some days he'll be at this city or some days he'll be at the other city. Like, yeah, he moves around a lot.
right? So that like is it weekly or is it like daily? He's in a different location.
Weekly, he tells it. So daily he's in a different location, but weekly he reminds everybody where he's gonna be.
Yeah.
And day of too, he says it like, hey, just a reminder to be here. So I'm trying to automate that. So instead
Wonder
of
if there's a
people,
way to like embed like a pin for your location that you can easily update. You know, even like create a form or something like that. They would update a custom value that updates the map or something. So you just have he has a link to a form on his page, and then he just drops in a new URL for where he's going to be, or drops a new pin for where he's going to be, and it just shows up on the promotions page.
Hmm.
That could be
Like an
possible
actual
too.
pin, like a.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
a
that's
pin,
good.
like for like, you know, Google Maps or whatever.
Hmm. Yeah, and how would that work though? And like reminding people, I feel like that takes a lot of time for somebody to find out where he's
Well,
at.
yeah,
You
he's
know?
just gonna have to the other if you're sending out a message like daily, hey, we're going to be in this location, if he knows where he's going to be for the week and he can be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be in these different locations. Like, here's our address, come find us. Then that's different. That's a little bit, that'd be easier for him to do. I mean, he could create a post and just update the post of where they're going to be those days. Otherwise, you're going to have to send out a message probably once a week. I probably wouldn't be sending out a message every day because it'll get expensive,
Oh, I
you
bet. Yeah.
know, to send out, let's say he has 1,000 people on his list. It's going to be, I mean, whatever, it could be $20 a day, for 1,000 people, you know, if you're going to send out a message once a day, where he's going to be. Um, but I mean, probably for him, selling one sandwich covers that cost, um, kind of thing. So it might be worth it.
Cool, man. Thanks. And then just one more question, dude. And I'll get out of your hair. Uh, do you know where the points, like, how do I calculate the points and like the pricing? Like, let's say 1 point equals $1, right? Like, how do I find
Yeah.
that? Like, how do I map that?
You would just map. So in order to do that, because how is he making sales?
Do a POS, or
Okay,
do you
so
not?
is there any way you're bringing those POS sales in through high level?
I tried. So yesterday I was trying to do the square, and
Yeah,
the only way I could collect contact data is by having them asking for a receipt. But like
right.
1 out of 10 people ask for a receipt, so there's no point. So I just cancel that automation. And yeah, there's no other way I could basically capture customers' details through the POS besides just doing this right here, which is the QR codes.
You might just want to do like instead of doing a point per dollar, doing something like a check-in or something like that. If they visit the food truck, then they can get points for checking in that day. You know, when you know, get points per visit kind of thing. That's a possibility.
Okay.
You know, that's the
So
way
like,
we've kind of done things in the past where we can't go directly with the POS in order to give points, right? Like you said, to collect that customer's information through POS, because they always have to put for Stripe, I think, or for Square, they have to put like their phone number in. Do you want a receipt? Yeah, okay. Are you part of the loyalty program? Whatever, and they have to put their phone number in order to get that through the terminal. The other way is, yeah, just doing like a check and they get like, let's say they would get 250 points per visit or 100 points per visit. And then once they get 1,000 points, you know, they can get free entree or something like that. You know, or they can use those points for something, or they can save them for later on and get something bigger.
got it. And that whole system ready where someone could just go to the. Honestly, I don't even know how that works. How do they find like where the promotions are at, like their customers?
How do they find where the promotions are at? That's where they register for like the VIP thing, and then you
Oh,
send out a message weekly. I'm finishing up some training on front end training on how that'll work, but typically the way that we do it is once a week we'll send out a mass text to all the customers with a link to the promotions page, and you can do that under contacts. If you go to contacts and then just select all the contacts that you want to send a message to, and then you can just send it an SMS from there. So just go
okay.
select all. I guess you don't have any phone numbers or anything in there right now.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, if you select it all and then clicked on the one right beside the robot there, SMS. So you can create an automation for it too if you want, but there's the little message icon. Yeah. And then click proceed. And then you can write your message. And then I don't see the trigger link.
You think it's because my HP's not registered?
Maybe Yeah, I don't see a trigger link. Usually there's a link for tags and trigger links. I think it's just not showing up. High level's having a lot of glitchy issues today because they're starting to update some things for next week. So I've heard from a lot of people that high level's being really glitchy today.
Well, that's good
Got
to
it.
know because I thought it was me.
No,
No,
there's a lot of things not working for a lot of people.
I was doing a training earlier today and I couldn't get like a new workflow to open.
Yeah, people have been having problems with workflows running. And that could have been a problem with the workflow you were talking about earlier too, is that workflows haven't been running, automations haven't been running, stuff's not saving, stuff like that.
That's not
where
good.
where can I find that promotions page where all my customers see?
You will find it under sites, and
This is where they'll
then
see like the earn 1,000 points to get a free entree, right?
there's VIP promotions, funnels, and pages right there. There's also the check-in funnel page, which is the thing there. You can run a QR code to that.
Wait, which one's the one like
Promotions
Uh,
is the VIP promotions, funnels, and pages. And then display promotions to subscribers. That's going to be the promotions page. So you can go
okay,
in
yeah,
and update
so
that as well.
okay, yeah, so only when people sign up to that QR code to the truck, they could see the VIP promotions specifically for them, right?
Yeah.
And then so whenever they check in, now's the next step. How is my client supposed to verify that?
You could do another thing too. When they check in for the day, they get a link to the promotions, or like if they're at the food truck, they could do that.
And then how do I verify that though? So I know they're not like lying.
Yeah, more difficult to do. Yeah, the reason why, well, that we built that check-in thing to run on a tablet that was at a restaurant so that they would check them in there.
Yeah,
We got
like I
another way doing some JavaScript and another funnel that kind of works. Like they scan a QR code and then they go to a form where they can check in. And then after they check in, it'll kind of get rid of the links so they can't hit back and they can't just go back to the thing again. It kind of works. It's not bad.
but
Keeps people a little bit honest.
the better way is just to have them go through the tablet, right?
Yeah, if there was a tablet on the at the food
Do
truck that they could sign in on, that'd be good too.
you think it'd be good to do on the phone or no?
The way we have it set up is they can only check in once every 24 hours. Um, I wonder how else it would work.
Like I'm talking about like my client, like he could be the one saying like,
Oh,
hey, are you a part of the VIP
oh
rewards?
yeah,
Like,
if he had a tablet there, he could just punch in the person's phone number.
yeah, and like check him in, right? So like
Yeah.
every single time it adds a point automatically.
Yeah, hey, what's your phone number? Punch in their phone number, hit submit. You could use that same check-in one right
Okay.
there.
It's this is the one that my client will be using or someone, oh, tablet
No,
display.
your client could use so if you pop that up, it just asks for the phone number. So he would just go, hey, what's your phone number? Do hit tap to check in, and it would check that person in for the day and give them points.
Got it. Okay.
You
So
could also
okay.
do something else if you wanted to um do their order. If he's running it, then no problem. You can also put a field in there for how much did they spend, you know? You could be like, okay, your order is this. Hey, are you part of our rewards program? Yeah, okay. What's your phone number? And they give him his phone number, and then he puts in, okay, they spent $28 today and hit tap. And then you could do a little bit of math and an automation and then give points for how much they spent if you wanted to do that. It's another step, but it's totally possible. And I think under automations, under example workflows, we have convert transaction to points. So if you scroll down to, yeah, if you click on example,
Hmm.
just look for example. Example workflows and recipes. Give points per transaction amount. It's like GP003. No, go back one. GP003. Give points. Next one up. So this one here does a little bit of math, checks to see if you have given the checks to make sure the transaction amount isn't zero, then it does a math operation, and then it'll give points based on that amount.
And this connects to the POS, or does it connect to the
No, yeah, this is just a workflow you'd have to run that
form?
contact through with their transaction amount.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to update their transaction amount and then the transaction amount from last purchase and then run them through this workflow. There's a little bit of changes probably have to make depending on how you bring customers in, but it'll work.
Got it. Okay. And then so when somebody like checks in, when I check them in, or when my client checks them in, automatically when they get checked in, is there an SMS like text that says like, "Hey, you need
Yeah.
9 more check-ins to get the thing"?
No, no,
Okay,
because not with that one. There is the check-in if you're just doing the loyalty card. If you're just doing the loyalty card on its own and not doing points, the loyalty card will be like, oh yeah, you got one stamp today. You need 9 more stamps to get whatever it is. That's under the loyalty card. So if you go to sites and then loyalty card, that's there for that. But you could do the same thing with points. But you'd have to create your own custom little workflow to check how many points they have and then kind of hard code in what the next reward level would be.
okay. This is kind of confusing now. So
Yeah, well,
does
it can get a lot more complicated depending on like what you want to do, right?
yeah. So
Like
if
you could you like there's a message that goes out that says, "Hey, you just earned, 250 points for checking in today. Click here to go see your rewards and points balance."
and they could see that, right? Like, I don't gotta do
Yep.
anything.
No,
Okay.
they don't. You don't. They get that automatically. You don't have
Okay.
to do it. It's just if
And
you
then
want,
my
yeah, if you want to get more complicated, there's definitely more complicated systems you can set up depending on what you want to do.
so in here, how can I see where, so if I'm like, let's say my client, how do I see where my customers' points are at?
Go into the leaderboard and then click
Right.
on contact points. Right up in the blue right beside referrals, contact points, rewards.
Contact points.
Yeah. They'll show up in there. Once people start earning points, they'll show up there.
So if it says like 1,000, that means okay, free chop sheet, free food or whatever it is.
Yeah, so if you wanted, like, he can also check it, like, you don't have any contacts in there, so it doesn't really necessarily make sense. I'm gonna share my screen for a second. So if I share my screen here, go to rewards leaderboard, contact points. Here you can see how many points they've earned, how many points they have available for different rewards. If you click on view contact here, it'll show all their transactions. If you click on give points, if you wanted to do things manually for giving points for different things, like he could have this board set up. You can actually install this page just directly on a tablet in his system there too. If you wanted to do it, then he can give points for different actions customers do that day too. A little bit more. We don't have necessarily just a check-in system built into this page, but that's kind of a cool idea. Now, we can also do redeem points here too, where he can redeem points for the customers coming through, or you can manually do points, very similar to the give points section there. But that's just under contact points, anyways. Without getting too complicated, is that you can see their points here, and if you click on the person, you can also search by phone number as well.
Okay, and then let's say they have like 1,000 points, right? And I'm gonna redeem them a free like piece of food. How do
Yeah.
I then like remove their points because they already got like a reward? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so they would do that through their rewards dashboard. Like it's under sites. It's gonna be under sites, loyalty and rewards dashboard right here. So, but if we go to conversations, every time I like earn points or visiting or whatever, here you have points, loyalty and rewards dashboard. This is what this is what the customer sees. Oh, it didn't pass my email address. You had to take it with that, but let's go Jason at Camping Studios. 0 sign in. I'm gonna. So this is where the customer logs in and they can see their own points.
Okay.
And then once they logged in, they can redeem their reward points too.
All right. Okay. And then on their training, there's like videos, obviously, of how to redeem like a certain point, like a free piece of food, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and then they could once they redeem something, they could print off that voucher, they could have it on their phone, and it will have a QR code that he can scan here. That'll show the points. So you get this. There's also has this unique code here, right here, that somebody can tell him. And then through that, you can go to the rewards leaderboard. Again, manage redemptions under rewards, and then they can punch in that code, that 1F93AE, whatever it is. You can see it right here. So you can do a search for it too. If somebody just tells you the code, you can put it in, hit search, and then it'll bring it up that voucher, whether it's been used or not. Open means it hasn't been used. Closed means it has been used. So then you can process their certificate, and then you know that voucher has been used now. So next time you go,
is this a reward or
this is for rewards. So you can do other things with giving people other coupons and stuff like that too, but like this is just for doing points. So if you're doing points and you're giving them points for their visits from checking in, that's how you do that. Promotions is a separate but integrated system with that, where you can have coupons and stuff like that.
Yes, I can have like a free food thing, and they could go ahead and redeem it themselves, and then automatically that code will be sent to them, and then my client can verify it through that by seeing the actual code.
Yeah, so you can, if they're part of the reward system, you can have, if you're doing rewards and promotions, you can, instead of giving a discount, you can also say like, order this today, and then you'll get points as well.
Okay.
That's another option.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Cool. I'm gonna go through the training. I'll sit up and let them. I'll probably see you Tuesday or something. See how.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it so much.
You're welcome. Good questions for sure.
All right, man. Have a good day, dude.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, you guys. Okay, we'll wrap up for today. I appreciate you guys being here. Next week, I am not entirely sure what the schedule is going to be for the tech calls. I'm going to try to jump on them, but I'm also going to be in Dallas for that conference. So I'll do my best to make things work. We might have to just rely on Slack for next week. But appreciate you guys like always, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
There's a
What's
Slack
that?
channel? There's a Slack channel?
Oh, there is. Yes, there is.
What? What?
Oh yeah, there's a Slack channel. If you go, if you go into our backend, there's a big button that says join our Slack channel.
The big button that I totally missed. I'm so sorry about that.
Well, maybe it's not huge, but it just says
Hold on, let me just put,
join our Slack channel right here.
Wait a minute, hold on, let me get to that screen so I can see what you're saying. There it is. Right
Yeah,
there.
join our Slack channel.
I see that. That's great. I love that. Thank you. I will.
You're welcome.
Have a good
Okay,
day.
cool.
Safe trip.
All
Bye.
right, thank you. Talk to you soon. Okay, bye.